Hello guys, welcome back once again. We're just going to kick it off right into the video. The first thing I have to say about this DLC, this update, this patch, whatever you want to consider it as, is that the performance work they have done is second to none. Like, this game just loaded up within less than 10 seconds on a hard drive on a dual core 4-thread CPU that cannot go above 2.4 gigahertz with integrated graphics and 12 gigs of RAM, and it loaded almost instantaneously. That is a massive improvement. I don't have the best computer in the world, I know that, yet here the game is loading up like that. Now, to kick things off right before we get right into it, do bear in mind I don't have the Humanoids DLC, the Lithoids DLC, nor the Necroids DLC, so you won't be seeing anything in this series from either three of those packs. We will be playing on medium, no, let's go huge, no, I'd say large, with 12 AI Empires all starting advanced, 4 Fallen Empire, actually let's go large. We'll be playing with 12 AI Empires. Remember, we have 9 custom built. I am playing as 1, so the game will be adding the rest. We'll be having 5, so all Fallen Empires. We'll be having 3 Marauder Empires. We'll be having the tech. Well, tech will be no issue for us, really, so this doesn't really matter. We'll be having habitable worlds and primitive civilizations. Max crisis strength also won't really matter because of how overpowered all empire starts will be. Crisis type, let's keep it. I want to be surprised. We'll be having a very short gameplay run through rather, because like I mentioned, everyone's gonna be starting off pretty pog. So yeah. Difficulty Grand Admiral, scaling difficulty we don't want none of that. Aggressiveness high, empire placement we don't care. Advanced neighbors of course on, hyperlane density 0.5, we need to ensure that we have choke points, Abandoned gateways 1 times, wormhole piers 1 times, guaranteed habitable worlds 2, caravaneers on, xenocompatibility on, iron mode is going to be off for what we are going to do, and we're getting straight into it. I expect the game to take a while to load here though, because we did choose the biggest galaxy type, but since we are playing vanilla and no mods, it should be pretty okay. Well, technically speaking, it's vanilla with all or most of the DLCs, not all of the packs, but all of the DLCs or expansions, whatever you want to consider them as, minus the species stuff, with the exception of plantoids, which I got for free at the stream of Nemesis Cold War. If you haven't watched that, it was available on Twitch. And if you watch the Paradox stream, you could get plantoids for free. And so that's where I got that. Do I have any other species pack? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't remember all of them. I know I don't have Necroids, Lithoids, and Humanoids. Humanoids pretty pointless in my opinion, but that's just my opinion, It would be nice to have the ship set from it though, so I might get it just for that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, by the way. Comment down below whether you're liking the series, what you'd like to see next. And we'll be getting right into it. Once our empire spanned the void, once our fleets controlled much of the galaxy, then came defeat and the fall. If you have missed my previous video where I talked about this, there are currently one empire in particular from our time that had driven us back to our home world, hence the whole fall situation. They're also here, they're in the game, and alongside us they'll be the most powerful, I assume. Now, to set things up, wrong thing. We'll be first kicking off with a couple of these. So I think that's it. No, that's not it. I figured. Let's go up all of these. Research all technologies. Yeah. But we're not just going to be doing this for us alone. I don't want to see where the rest of the empires are, so we're going to be doing this. Amari Confederation are Empire 1, research all technologies for them. There are 2, research all technologies for them.
Log updated.
United Nations of Earth, research all technologies for them. Pirac Swarm, research all technologies for them. This will no doubt take a moment. 5. We won't be doing it for every single empire because we're only focusing on the ones that we custom built. 6, 7. Overseers, they're the ones that tossed us out into the abyss essentially. 8 is the last one, if I'm not mistaken. 9.
Log updated.
We didn't create them. Yeah, so we're gonna leave them alone. Meanwhile, so what was Overseer? 7, right? We're also going to add stuff to them. So cash. I mean, they don't really need it. They started on a machine world, but like I said, we need to make them overpowered. So we're going to give them that. We're going to give them that. They don't need food. They don't need consumer goods. They will need alloys. You want to give 10,000. Whoops. Alloys, 10,000. Don't want to give them influence, nor unity. And they can figure out the rest on their own. And then we're gonna go back to our empire. Perfect. And for ourselves, we're gonna be giving ourselves a bunch of stuff, of course. So we're gonna do 20,000 of that, 20,000 of that. If you're not aware of why I'm doing this, please go and check out the other video. It went live before this one. I'm typing in the wrong thing. But basically, oh, there was a wrong space. Basically, what we're trying to do is ensure that we can test out all of the features without having to play through the entire thing. So what that means is that we won't be playing at your average bog standard grindy playthrough. We're just going to be going straight into it, grabbing as much 30 as possible and kicking off wars, testing out the features. Now, certain things like the Intel system, we could technically just cheat through the entire thing because there are certain things like communications or so that you could just punch it into the console and you'd bypass that whole thing. But I want to test that without the constraints of a new empire then, essentially. So we're gonna go allies, also 20,000. Influence, which is terribly hard to come by at times. 10,000. Unity we're not gonna touch. And I think that's it for now. We're going to unpause the game because this won't matter. We're going to go straight up to max speed. And we have apparently already encountered unknown entities. I didn't even know we were anywhere near anyone. Okay, pause. I think show first contact. Okay, we have 2 envoys, so we're going to assign one here. This is new. This is very new. Good grief. Is that how they look? If so, then I really don't know who the hell they are. Like, they aren't one of, if that's how they look, they aren't one of the ones that I built. I don't think. Who is the Alpha Menace? Yeah, they aren't one that I built either, I don't think. Huh! What do you know? Where are they? One's over there, one's. We're in such a bad location. Well, at least we know who we're going to war with. Let's be fair, let's be fair. It's highly unlikely that we won't be going to war with them, you know, like. And so, right off the bat, we're in a bit of a bind. We need to explore. I so love this automatic surveying thing. It makes life so much easier. So we're gonna do that right away. We're going to upgrade the things that we need to in our system.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
We're also going to resolve the entire issue. Princess Henrietta. Interesting. Also going to work towards this. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can. See, I haven't done a playthrough, so I don't know where everything is. First contact pending. Long-range scanners have picked up readings in the Tiana Vex system that could best be described as giant heat blobs. It's worth investigating. Make it so, I suppose. We have picked up readings of unknown nature. The signals seem to follow some kind of repeating syntax which could indicate sapient origin. It should be investigated further. They seem to be concentrated around a single space station, though it is unclear whether this forms part of a larger spacefaring civilization. Proceed. I have a feeling that that's one of the... I don't remember what they're called. But you know, the artisan... Are they artisan? The things that you can learn stuff from, can get resources from us. They're not an empire, but I don't remember what they're called, to be completely fair. It's been a while since I've visited this game. There's a continent. Wow, 23. That must be one of our previous planets, colonies. It's massive. We have so many massive worlds nearby. I know that I started with the ×5, but still 21, 15, 16. So we want this one and we want that one. Well, and that one. So they are definitely dead. Ascension perks. None of these won't really matter right now. The spaceborne life forms, which the Pegasan head of society research has come to refer as Tianki, are docile creatures. Interesting. So they are... That's just
An
the...
alien empire wishes to communicate. Ha!
Space whales, yeah. They're fine.
Anomaly found.
Communications have been established. You mean, with the Tianki? Because I was like, where did you get that from? We didn't establish anything with anyone. I suppose we could go with Eternal Vigilance for the extra starbase stuff. But we don't really have a reason to pursue any of that right now. Forgot that I paused the game. Heading back to our planet. I think planetary features, yes, that is where it is. Huh.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
That was just from the planet stuff. With that out of the way, we can head to restore Ecumenopoly. How are we lacking mineral? What the hell do we spend minerals on? and that thing is ready. So let's pause that. TP, let's just give ourselves a ridiculous amount, because clearly what we had wasn't enough. Restore a monopoly, please, thank you. Now let's see what this is about. Impressive. After translating your language, also says Rican Commerce Exchange.
An alien empire wishes
Yeah,
to communicate. Ha!
this is what I thought they were. They are enclave, I believe is the word for them. For what they are, the type of thing they are. Oh, but that means we don't actually have any empires nearby, so we don't have to worry. Yes, perfect. So, no, that goes on. We'll want to get this system, and about this system, or at minimum this system. Hmm. What resource shortage? Volatile motes. The hell do we have that uses volatile motes? I haven't even upgraded my fleet. Ah, resource volatile underscore mote. Ridiculous amount is wrong because it's supposed to be an S. While we're at it, I believe this is crystals rare. Of course, I'm assuming it's without the S. Nope. Ah, I spelled crystal wrong. Crystals. What else do we need? I think the only thing we need exotic gas. Is it gas or gases? Gases. Exotic gases. And last but not least, dark matter. But we don't want this much dark matter, at least not for the foreseeable future. So I'd say 9,000 is pretty fine. I'm okay with that. We're not using it right now anyways. So even if I don't get it, I'm fine with that. We would want to go with discovery right now. Want to discover the rest of the galaxy. What we definitely need are science ships. Interesting. Not gonna pause the game. We're just gonna recruit a bunch of people. We don't care what they are. Go out. Go forth. Recruit. You go forth. And you can go forth as well. We're gonna upgrade
Our
the
ships have
fleet.
been made superior.
So this is not what we'll want for our first fleet, so we're actually gonna head back here. We're gonna add, I'd say 2 battleships, 3 cruisers. That's it, right? Make that 4 cruisers. And 10 destroyers. We're not gonna have corvettes, so we're gonna right click. We want that to be a completely different fleet. We're gonna have that as the border patrol, I guess. I don't know. The first fleet, however, needs to move off so that we don't go there. We need someone. She's good. And then our border patrol
Anomaly
fleet.
found.
Research. will return to the station, of course. No, I don't want to assign her. I want to put someone else. Actually, she might be a better option for the other fleet. Yeah. So we're gonna reassign you and then assign her. The border patrol is going to be made up of entirely corvettes. 25 corvettes for now. Of course, our fleet stances need to be as such. This fleet will move on. The first fleet will remain in our system. We have this. We're getting Unity at an alarming rate, given I haven't actually focused my efforts towards any of this.
System survey complete.
Would like to get 3 of that, 2 additional ones of that, 3 of that, 3 of that, 3 more of that, 1 of that, 1 of that, and 1 of that. And then the rest of that will be this, that, foundry. Yeah, we want it to focus on foundry. We are going to need admin office. We won't need alloy foundries. We will need an embassy complex. It is only fair that we have a military academy. Don't really have a need for what's this? An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of whatever that is. It is covered in scorch marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. Interesting. Interesting indeed. We need a planetary shield generator here. We don't want robots on our main or capital. We want a stronghold for any future defense that may come in handy.
Anomaly found.
Commercial zones. Might go with commercial zones for the extra amenities. Now we have 153 jobs available. Now I could just use the grow pops thing, but let's actually maintain some level of similarity with the rest of the galaxy. Now don't get me wrong.
Construction complete.
Certain empires will.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
So outdo us is probably the word I'm looking for. What I mean by that is that as much as you might look at what I'm doing right now and be like,
anomaly found.
But how are you going to actually test anything? You have made your
complete.
empire overpowered. Trust me, it's not overpowered right now. My ships can still die, but more importantly than that, I haven't expanded. As you can see, I haven't even researched or, well, surveyed
construction complete.
Vast majority of systems around me. You best believe that the others will pass me out relatively quickly. In fact, they probably already have. The overseers in particular started on a machine world. They were already vastly ahead of everyone. I gave them extra resources to get them started. They are going to be extremely overpowered. Why was the game paused? And as you can see, I didn't give anyone anything for unity. Though I guess I should have given the other empires. Actually, let's do... Oop. Let me go back in here. I don't want to see where they are. I should have done one thing in particular, I suppose. So we want them to... Actually, we can give them... Ah, that's the wrong one. We can give them that. We can also give them that. Can also give them that. Since PP is right here, we can do this. I can also give them that. See, not bad, not bad. This is gonna take a while though, because we would have a lot of people to go through. And see, they're doing pretty fine. Some will have more than others, of course. Food. I'm gonna do consumer. Alloys. Didn't do that for the other one, so we have to go back. Well, everybody get different stuff. Let's put it that way. I'd say this is what you need the most. You're good with everything else. 4. Do we really want to give the swarm any other advantages? I don't know. Let's give them some of that, and some of that. Or maybe can give them a little bit more alloys, you know? Hopefully they aren't near anyone. What are we at? 4? 5. Ooh, you're in desperate need of things. So let's fix that. I'm not gonna give you too much alloys since I'm giving you so much of everything else. And like me, when I'm playing the game, you're not really in need of alloys, you're just in need of energy and certain other things. You don't really need influence. I think that was 5, so we're gonna go to 6 now. Don't really need anything, so we're just gonna bounce up their cash a bit. And we'll give them a couple alloys. They could use some influence, I suppose. But we don't want them to wipe out anyone. Oh, actually, aren't they the ones that were on a world that's gonna blow up? I think. Please. The overseers don't need anything. They're already overpowered. Massively, massively overpowered. So we aren't gonna do anything with them. And 8. Could have sworn I gave a lot of these people a lot of things, you know? I feel like you're on a world that gives you a lot of things. Like, how are you making 153 of everything? 153 plus of everything. 100 plus then of everything except consumer goods. Like, come on. This game is so better at playing the game than I am. I would argue you don't really need anything else, but we're going to give you alloys and call it a day to ensure that they won't. Holy crap. This game is and you are saying that I am cheating. Heck, this empire didn't get anything from me. I don't even think I gave them the research. Yeah, see, they're researching this stuff. And if we go to change research, you see, they're still researching that stuff. I just screwed you all over. So let me fix that. I'm sorry. But yeah, so you're fixed now. Kinda. But still, They are making 269 energy. Can you believe that? And this is one of the ones that I did not alter at all. I didn't even create them, the game created them. And they are doing better than some of the ones that I gave all the research that they can. So you see why I say that Advanced Start is a bit overpowered, in my opinion. I don't know if it was this overpowered before this update, but it certainly is overpowered now. But anyways, we're going back to our empire. We're going to unpause the game and we're going to move on with our life. Of course, what I just did not allow me to see where they were in the galaxy, so I still don't know where everyone is. However, I can assume that at least one empire is somewhere here and one empire is somewhere here. I would assume, because if no one is beside me, no Fallen Empire, no Marauder Empire, nothing, and everyone is piled up on this side of the galaxy, then it's about to get interesting. But as you could see while we were going through some of those empires, everyone else has a second world, and they're moving pretty fast. Some have 4. And I'm talking ones I didn't give anything, having 4 worlds. So we need to up our game, man. We might have all the tech in the world, but we're not the most.
System survey complete.
I'm gonna stick with the archaeological science. I'm gonna stick with the original name, Myram. Let's go with Myram. Whoever named that certainly loves liquor. That's all I can say. We can make Myram a luxury location,
System survey complete.
No idea why all my science ships are heading in that direction, but okay. We actually need more science ships now that I think about it. So let's pump out a couple more. Recruit. Go forth with my blessing.
Anomaly found.
Hawking. There's so many females. Hey, that's one thing these females can't complain about in my empire. Why is she's maniac? Oh, interesting. Is everyone heading in that direction? Yeah, why is no one heading this way? It's not like these things are hostile with where they have to be avoiding it. Build that.
Construction complete.
Build that.
Construction complete.
The good thing about what we did in terms of just researching everything, having decrypted the signal, Kirsten von Foxstein was astonished to discover it was broadcasting in an archaic form of one of the main Pegasan languages, speaking in these, those, and whenceforth it appears to be reciting one of the lost works of Louisa Bixby, a renowned Pegasan playwright who lived some 600 years ago. Abhorrent suppressed this nonsense about alien visitations, and that's because we're xenophobe. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the top one. Back to what I was saying though. Because we have researched everything, we don't need the project to allow us to use Dyson spheres. The other empires that we gave this to also don't need. Didn't we have 900k? Oh, I didn't add 900k, that's why.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
And even now I still only had 90k. Okay, is what it is. Research. Energy output nominal. What is the graphic level of the game right now? Low, medium, 1080p. Huh. Because it looks pretty crisp on my screen. Yeah? I think they probably changed how this looks too. Or, yeah, I think the Dyson Sphere looks slightly different, I think. It's either that or I'm using, because of the colors I'm using, it looks different, but I'm not used to it being this way. But then again, I have never really built it around this color star, so that could be the thing that's setting me off a bit. Oh well. We have a Dyson Sphere, so that has taken care of our energy needs for now. We're gonna go back to here. We're gonna build one of these. Ah, the game was. Why is the game
Construction
paused? I don't
complete.
remember pausing the game at all.
Construction complete.
Yet it's always paused. Huh. We need a gateway.
Anomaly found.
We're gonna do that. And for those of you wondering, I'm not using the gateway to go anywhere. See? Oh, wait.
System survey complete.
Are you saying that they can? Huh! I did
System
not
survey
know
complete.
that. I knew that they can travel through it, but I didn't know I could do that without knowing of any others. Cause that's a wormhole. And there aren't currently any around us. So I guess that's new. Huh. It actually went to do it on its own. How nice. Where did that go? Interesting. We have
System
jumped
survey complete.
to that location. That's fine. I hope all of these. Oh, she was right there. Don't tell me you're gonna go through the wormhole too. Yeah, no. Friend, turn back. Turn back. Come over here, so thank you very much. I don't know why y'all. That's the one thing about building a worm, having unlocked a wormhole or a gateway. All of your science ships completely forget that they have an entire unexplored sector of the galaxy and just flee, I'm not flee, flock to the newly discovered land. You know, like, there's no gold there, people. Calm down. Seem to be a sun, rift space, man, da da da, but it's nature. I've never seen this before. It's likely immense gravitation pull on the rift has inhaled in other things. Ah, the breathe in, breathe out. Actually, I have seen this. I don't know, we can risk, I would assume.
Situation log updated.
We can risk one of them dying. I don't remember if that's the one where someone dies or not. We can run that risk. Which reminds me, we're currently on the outside of the galaxy, the outskirts of the galaxy. Hopefully, the Praetorian Scourge is not the one that we get. And if it is, hopefully, we do not have it land within our territory.
Anomaly found.
I would like to have time to react to it, but we shall see, we shall see.
Anomaly found.
We have made first contact with an unknown entity. Research. Add an envoy. This is pretty nice though, being able to choose whether to do this or not. Where is that unknown entity? I'm assuming it's over here.
Anomaly
Yes, it
found.
is over here. Oh, this is our ship. Oh, because I was wondering, wait a minute. Ah, so we don't know where. We only know that this. Following the sighting of unidentified spacecraft in the Rixim system, all forces in the vicinity have been ordered to assume a heightened state of readiness as per standard protocol. Intelligence is still analyzing what little data we have on the. Okay. I like this. But it appears capable of hyperspace travel. Offensive capabilities remain unknown. As this likely represents our first contact with a new alien civilization, we should take steps to decipher their communication. Requires a non-military Epsilon Menace vessel with sensor range. No idea what that means. So we're gonna go with keep at it. Oh, maybe. Oh, I see. So actually, I think that's just talk. I think they are the ones called Epsilon Menace. Yeah, but I'm not seeing any of their vessels in this area. So I don't even know. Are they a civilized like a what do they call it? Primitive civilization, maybe? I don't know because there isn't any stations in this area. At least I assume there isn't. I'm not seeing anything. Who knows? There might be. Who knows? Like I said, but I'm not spotting any. Our radars aren't picking up anything. So I'm not quite certain. So we're just gonna go and keep at it for now. But that's interesting, though. While we're at that, we're gonna continue pushing forward with this. No, we're gonna go with World Shaper because we
System
want.
survey complete.
But we don't really need World Shaper, because we're gonna be having a bunch of Monopolies. This is the one that's pointless if you have already researched all text because this will only be giving you research options, and as you already saw, we already had the ability to build Dyson spheres, ring worlds, etc. No, we also don't need this for the same reason. World Shaper allows us to transform. I'm trying to decide. The flesh is weak, mind over matter, or World Shaper. You know? So I think this is a good place, pause, to end this first video. And please comment down below which one of the three I should choose. Because World Shaper would be pretty good for us. So I'm going to leave that there for now. World Shaper would be pretty good for us because we could terraform all of these planets that we have around us. So this one and this one and the one here that we are colonizing at the moment into Gaia worlds. But at the same time, we'll be turning them all into what's it called? Echinoplays as well. So does it really matter that much? But then again, we could use like we had mentioned, we might turn this into a resort world, in which case we wouldn't turn it into an echinopoly. And it would be nice to have it as a Gaia world, because reasons. Colonial remains are here. Huh. Actually, this is gonna be an echinopoly, I'm sorry. Even though it has the Myram thing, it's gonna be an echinopoly, yeah. It's or colonial remains. I wonder if this one also has colonial remains on it. We'll have to see if we colonize it. But whichever one doesn't and is nearby, we're gonna turn it into a resource world, and it would be nice to have the Gaia option there for that. But this is where we're gonna leave it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.